Hey guys, do subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified about our future videos.
Can't find a pan? Then use the Indian summer streets to make a dosa. Yes, it gets that hot during summers. So who can blame us if we want to break into a dance number as soon as it starts raining? But did you know that if it wasn't for the heat, there would be no monsoon? Got your curiosity tickled, didn't we? Ha! I'm Ritu, this is Anu Club, and today we're talking monsoon. We often use the words rains and monsoon interchangeably, but those are two very different things. Monsoon is a wind. Every year, this long, powerful wind changes its direction. But why? We'll tell you. When the land gets hot, the air above it turns hot as well. This hot air becomes lighter and rises up, leaving behind a void. On the other hand, the ocean remains relatively cool. You see, the ocean takes a lot longer to heat up than the land. This cool ocean air is heavier and replaces the rising warm air. The motion of air from cooler to hotter regions is called a wind. As we said before, Indian summers can get seriously hot. So, when the air above the hot Indian soil rises up, the wind from the Indian Ocean swooshes in. This is the monsoon wind. The monsoon wind enters the Indian mainland via Kerala. After this, the wind slowly moves up north towards the Himalayas. You think the wind knows about all the cool hill stations up there? These ginormous mountains act as a wall and stop the wind from moving forward. The monsoon clouds get trapped on the Himalayan slopes. That's why this region is subject to heavy rains. In fact, Mawsynram and Cherrapunji in Meghalaya are some of the wettest places on earth. Now, picture yourself holding a container full of steam or water vapor over your head. It's super easy to hold this container when it's just full of steam, light as air. But then the steam starts cooling down. Soon what you're holding is a container full of water. And that is heavy. What happens next? You drop the container and drench yourself. That's exactly what happens during the Indian monsoon. The monsoon wind carries a lot of moisture with it. This moisture or water vapor rises into the sky and turns into clouds. As the water vapor cools down, it turns into liquid or solid. This is too heavy for the clouds to hold, and so we have rains. But we see clouds all year round. Then why doesn't it rain all the time? Because different clouds mean different weather conditions. Now, there are many types of different clouds. But the cloud that monsoon loves is the nimbus cloud. These clouds are packed with water droplets, so are dark in color. If you happen to see these clouds looming in the sky, you might want to change out of your favorite clothes because it's about to rain, my friends. There are two types of nimbus clouds, nimbostratus and cumulonimbus. Nimbostratus produce light but steady showers. But cumulonimbus means you're in for a thunderstorm. You can see plenty of nimbus clouds until the winter months arrive. During winters, the land cools down while the ocean turns relatively warm. This causes the monsoon wind to reverse and retreat. The retreating monsoon usually starts around September. As we mentioned in our previous episode, global warming is making the weather erratic. In recent years, you might have noticed that the monsoon lasts well up to October. This is a problem. India depends heavily on the monsoon for rains, especially for irrigation. But excess rains can damage crops and ruin yield. This could in turn lead to increased food prices. Well, this is a topic for some other time. For now, let's get back to the retreating monsoon. As the monsoon retreats, it collects moisture from the land and takes it back towards the sea. This time is usually marked by clear skies and sharp rise in daytime temperature. Ever wondered why the month of October is so hot in most parts of India? Well, the retreating monsoon is to blame for that October heat. On its way back, the retreating monsoon showers the southern states like Tamil Nadu with rains. This is also a time when the tropical cyclones from the Bay of Bengal hit the southern eastern coasts of India. Many of these cyclones are mighty destructive. In fact, some of the strongest cyclones in the world originate here. By the end of December or early January, the monsoon completely withdraws from the country, leaving us ready for a cold, dry winter. So next year, when the sun's cruel summer rays have you beat, remember it's only a matter of time before the rain douses that heat. Like, share and subscribe. And remember to press the bell icon to be notified of our future videos.